moving on to the director's report.
Does anybody have any immediate questions on this? Because I've had some things I need to talk about. One of them is under personnel. We're having some morale issues with staff, myself being a staff member as well on the board. Myself and my staff have been, within the past few months, recently harassed during the course of conducting our day-to-day work at the library. We have written a couple different incident reports to this library board. We have asked you, we have implored you to please do something about it. It has fallen on deaf ears. We will not, in solidarity as the three women that work in this library, because we are tired, we are uncomfortable, and to be quite honest, we are starting to become scared. We will not deal with this level of harassment anymore. We will refuse to carry on a conversation with an individual of the public who calls us stupid, who points their fingers at us, who calls us liars. That's one thing I have to say. Another thing I have to say is an individual came in, has submitted a FOIL request, which I clarified, sent back through the post in a signed certified letter, so they were aware that the FOIL request was going to be answered within 20 days. But I have a really big concern about this particular FOIL request. Again, it's a privacy thing. I cannot tell you directly who the individual was, but the content of that FOIL request included banking details that they should not have access to. And I'd like to know how they got them. Dates, check numbers, very vital information, okay? They were never previously given a bank statement in any previous FOIL requests. So again, I think we need to have some type of an investigation conducted here to find out why members of the public, how they are getting basically information off of our banking account website. That is not acceptable.
Are you done? I just want to clarify before I jump in. Are you finished? Oh, okay. All right, excellent. So, who is to say that it's inappropriate that this individual has those banking records? Is it you or is it the government? Because FOIL requests make it legal for individuals from the public to have access to those records. Also, you mentioned in your director's report serious harassment. Can you define serious harassment? Can you enlighten us as to what that is?
Well, the fact that we have two companies now that we have gotten quotes from to have CCTV cameras installed throughout the building for our protection, when in the past, due to the size of the library, and there was not conflicting issues, we never were worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
If something is not done, myself and my staff will go directly to the Division of Human Rights and we will lodge a complaint. Okay, so that's how serious this is gotten.
So you mentioned what Janet has put into place and what she is doing after you said that she did nothing. But I'm asking, what are these serious examples of harassment that you've seen? Define serious harassment for us. Have people made death threats? Have people come in and threaten you with violence? Have those things happened?
You've seen the
Did you just say I'm dead? I'm not really here?
No, that's not what I said. Obviously, you need to get your hearing checked.
Excuse me, that's inappropriate.
And also,
I'm not afraid of any of you.
You don't need to be afraid, but you do need to treat members of the board with respect.
and also one more thing, just before I'm finished here, two more things actually. One more thing is the fact that we have policies in place that put the ball in your court to deal with these situations, and you have not dealt with it according to the policies. So the board has effectively handled these situations, and you refuse to follow the policies that the board has in place.
Submitting incident reports and a claim of harassment is following the policy. Nothing was done.
What have you done about banning or barring any patrons? Nothing, right? Because
I was
since I've
told
been
that
on
we
this
are
board,
not allowed to do that.
you
in
work in
circumstances.
conjunction with the board if you read the policy, right? You're the one that posts the policies on the internet, correct? Right? So
been going on
these are
since
policies
April.
that you post, why would you not follow
It's
them?
been going on since April.
If
If I need to ban somebody, not me, I cannot literally ban an individual from
But you can
Silburn.
work in conjunction
That
with
needs
the
to
board
go
to do
through the
that.
board.
I'm going to interrupt here and say that a patron code of conduct policy is something that is on our agenda to deal with in the August meeting. In the meantime, some of these issues have been put before the lawyer, and we have not yet received any definitive response from him.
Right, but I think it's an absolute shame that she's announcing publicly, and it's very, it's interesting that you can speak up when you're reading this, but you can't speak up when anyone else wants to hear you.
I've been sending
But-
emails
But the fact of the
since
matter
April.
is, yes, you have, you most certainly have, but you haven't been following the policy on how to deal with those.
Didn't tell me how to bloody follow policy, sir,
And-
because you have not paid attention.
So I'm sorry.
We have
I'm
grievance
sorry.
policies, and you have not listened to us as a very concerned and afraid staff who has been belittled
Okay.
and continuously
Enough.
harassed.
Enough. We have also created a policy as a board that says that FOIL requests must be accepted in any form that they are presented. That has been board policy, that has been approved by the lawyer who says that that is law, and if that is not followed, then you are not following board policy.
We
No,
will
no,
accept,
no.
we will accept the request, but we will not accept being harassed.
You will
So if individuals cannot abide by the
If someone
library
brings
usage
you a
policy,
request,
if they cannot do so by using and abiding by the library usage
All
policy,
business.
then we will not accept their request.
I am the person asking you to leave the meeting because your tone is inappropriate and is harassing.
Well, then you do
No.
what you gotta do.
You know what, Courtney, I'm gonna make a motion right now to ask the director to leave the meeting.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Would the checks have the
No,
account
no, sorry,
numbers
I'm
on
sorry,
it?
no, this is not.
Okay,
We're
I'll
moving
wait.
on.
What's your choice?
Mr. Rickman.
We're moving on to old business.
Who did?
Unfortunately, we can't find an update on